Hey, what's poggers, keyloggers? It's your malware to share exception there. And today we are going to use our infill skills to Mount Holly Estate. Security's locked up tight, but your boy's got a lead on a 0 day in the power supply. If we can sneak in and do a little rewiring, we'll take control of the entire local grid. Think we can pull it off? Now let's get that net. I am so sorry. I had that prepared for like the past hour. I wrote in like a frenzy of insanity. But okay, let's start doing like normal game things really quick if that's all right with you. Okay. Hi. Yeah, I have nothing to say about that intro right now. Let's just play the dang game. Oh man. Okay. Are we all calm and collected now? Thank you. I'll be honest, the depression has been hitting really bad this week, which is, a solid reason why I have not been streaming. But like the bullwhip back from that has been absurd, and I've gone mildly insane. Anyway, the things that I said at the front, though highly embellished, are pretty accurate to the situation going on. It is the plan. Our objective today, as was last time, is to attempt to get the boiler room powering the laboratory so they can finally unlock Blackbridge again. And to do that, we need to be sneaky, like so. First off, we got to remember our very important parlor-based technology. Not parlor-based, nurses station-based technology. We need to get that, and we also want to get the Studio de la Dance, because that, of all things, will allow us to have infinite gems for infinite moderate rooms, so long as we also have the nurses station to work with. This is a pretty bad opening, I would say. Not sure what to make of it. We do need to get the nurses station no matter what, though I would prefer it to be... I mean, the secret passage is a way to guarantee it, but the position is terrible. All of this is not that good. So instead I'm going to get the pantry, eat the apple or whatever fruit is in here, double back and say, hey, this is good enough. Because, hey, it's good enough. At least with those dead ends out of the way, we can... I'll wait till the nurses station for that one. I don't expect to need to... Okay, the chapel... Why is all of this so horrendous? Actually, no. Spare room is fine. Spare room into a very, very highly doored room. Hallway, drawing room could be good. We lose a gem, but we get a gem inside. Yeah, I think I'm okay with drawing. Let's take the gem, make sure that we have the gem. Nurses station. I am going to re-roll for nurses station. Failure. Okay, in that case, I'll take a bedroom. Today might not be the day. We could just completely flounder our opportunities. Like so. Oh, that lost the key. Now I'm sad. At least there's another one in the storeroom. This is actually very bad. I'm gonna pick the lavatory, even though it's an abysmal option, and just try and live. We're gonna need another highly doored option and then the nurses station. Chapel will have to do. I'm not even gonna re-roll it. This is... We're out of gems. I am not out of... hold on. 3, 2, 1, 0. We're out of gems. Okay, now we're in trouble. We are in severe trouble right now. We might actually be dead. We have one hope. We have one hope, and it's drafting the room in here, and then immediately bolting inside the moment we draft it. It's our only chance. It's our only chance. And that's the day. I will, however, pick Chamber of Mirrors simply because it is cool that we found it. But, yep, if you'll excuse me, I have some passing out to do. Beep. Oh, you can't even click while you're passing out. Understandable. Okay. This is the penance I pay for making that absurd skit at the front of this whole thing. But now that we're all calm and normal, we can do calm and normal things. And it's not like we've lost anything from losing a day like that. There may have been a coat check that we couldn't access as easily, but that's fine. It's okay. Okay, second attempt, same as the first. I'll take the spare room here. Could have taken the hallway because we don't have any keys. Geist. Interesting. Yes, I'll pick Geist. I won't go into Geist, but I'll pick Geist. A passageway here is awesome. But I want the extra gems from Parlor to guarantee the nurse's chamber if we do passage later. The other two boxes are true. This cannot possibly be true. Because if it were true, then all three would be true. So this is false. Okay? The other two boxes are blue. This is just wrong. The other two boxes are empty. That must be the correct one. Cool. Easy enough to determine. Give me that. We are still beholden to the need for a nurse's station. A den here is fine. I accept it. There's a station here, perhaps. Courtyard. I'll take it. I'm going kind of wide because I want to make sure nurse's station is going to be close. And that we have as many opportunities to put it somewhere good as possible. Closet. Yeah, there's a gem and a dice in there. Good use for later. There's a shovel. Thank you, shovel. Library is alluring. Maybe not there specifically. Okay, tragically, we've converged our options here, so any freedom we had in movement has been lost to me. And the run is very nearly dead because of that mistake. Well, here's the ballroom. This solves a few problems, at least. But only... Okay, this is bad. We cannot afford to put nurse's station here. Because if we do, we literally trap ourselves. We could go back to spare room, but that's such a long walk, it's not even worth it. I'm taking hallway. We need to fight a little longer. Nook could work. Utility closet's compelling, but I think just a simple Nook nurse's station on the edge of the house right now is I should not have picked that up. Because, yeah, West Wing Hall's right here. Oh, goodbye, free key. Conservatory. Okay. I'm willing to abandon any survival we do today, just to make sure that we get this. These are some interesting options. Planetarium. To be perfectly honest, I don't think we're going to be using star strats all too much. And if we do, we'll mostly just be doing it from the observatory. I'd rather just remove a dead end from circulation. So do that. Oh, nope. Coat check. Well, it's tough because I'm not really sure how we want to deal with that. Bedroom being commonplace is fine. Coat check, we could move to commonplace. But as a dead end, I don't want it to be everywhere, so... Alright, officially we've removed... Well, the solarium. Planetarium, sorry. Solarium's a different room. Okay, from here, we have no choice but to go up and hope for the nurse's station pretty quickly. No. In fact, I don't think we can even survive it yet. No, we can't make nurse's station because we don't have the gem. Well, there goes another day. At least compared to yesterday, this day had some... Alright, I have to walk into the room before I pass out. There I go. At least compared to yesterday, we did do a permanent adjustment. Planetarium is now functionally out of the rotation unless we're really unlucky. Since we weren't planning on using it that much, it's not going to be a big issue. And if we ever realize we do want it to be around, I can cancel the conservation efforts myself from the menu. Man, we're already on day 3 and it's only been like 15 minutes. Let's try this again. Immediate storeroom seems fine. Nice room to get a key later. Corridor now is fine. After all, we don't have any keys. I like the reroll potential of drawing room. Bonk. Observatory parlor. Let's redraw. Hope for the nurse's station. Ballroom, equally beneficial. So I thought about it a little bit, and I realized that we don't actually want nurse's station and ballroom to be right next to each other. We would like there to be some distance. I'll do that. Ooh, okay. Closet. Metal detector, huh? Wild. Yeah, I definitely think den is the plan here. So we need to, because we want it to be, we can walk back to the ballroom if needed. But that mostly we're aiming for giving me so many bedrooms, but not the one I want. Spare room secures the future, though I am worried about keys. On. Okay, I can work with this. Secret passage, go purple, nurse's station is guaranteed. Not the most a convenient location for it, but it's there. Going to mean that we're going to want the spare room north to be our main access to the front of the house, and then drawing room and corridor can just fill in space. I do want today to be a real day. Give me the station. Thank you very much. And with this, we are set. We have pretty much everything what we need. At least for a given distance from this location, gems and steps are not an issue. The only material that we are scared of is keys. And I have a storeroom available to pick up keys whenever. There's a closet which doesn't have a key in it, but I'm used to make more. Secret passage and corridor are already down, and those would have drained keys from us. And even though Nurse's Station is a bit out of the way, the bedroom helps bridge the gap. So to start off, let's head back to the earlier stages of the house and fill in the lower regions. I'm going to hold off getting keys for as long as possible, but picking up an item should be a free action. Tivum, which as I understand is Latin, but thank you very much. So now that we're free, slightly liberated from reality, what do we want? My immediate thought is the boiler. Observatory here would kick us north, which is definitely a direction we want to start moving. I don't want to open it just yet. I want to burn more rooms from rotation. Open a little bit for the conservatory. What do we even want here? Well, the Nook is another key down. I definitely want more key. Hello, Tommy. I did a very funny intro that was out of character for myself, and it was really funny. Other than that, the day's been going good. Geist bedroom here is fine. Library would be useless. Courtyard is an unnecessary expenditure. They're even going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Let's go back. Could pick up the money, but unless I have an intention to buy something, it's not really worth it. Especially since I'm going to be going back and forth through the chapel a lot. And juke it. We out of there. Man, all the way here and 20 steps left to go. Okay. So the Geist bedroom, we can go back there, pick up the dice, and come back. There's going to be a lot of backtracking to make this work. Picking up the dice is a free action. I could try and go outside and get the tomb. I don't know if that will retcon in more dice. But if it does, I'm happy about it. In terms of outer rooms, I'm not sure which one I want. Oh, yeah, that's just that. Sky is still as cursed as ever. Lighting is still as cursed as ever. Have a good day. Okay, tomb confirmed for non-existent. Trading post would be fine. Root cellar. I mean, there's some synergy to be had. I have a shovel. Wait, no, I don't. That was yesterday. I don't think I have a shovel today. I have a metal detector. I don't want the hovel. We already have infinite gems. The hovel is unnecessary. could re-roll for Tomb. Would that help at all? I guess maybe. Plenty of dead ends we could get later. Give us some actual cash to use. But I think I'm gonna go safe and stable and pick Trading Post. I want to burn all my resources. What's for sale for my metal detector? A lucky rabbit's foot. No, thank you. I'll get more items, come back later. That's you, yeah. Yeah. Do I have the time for that? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3. Yeah. Do I want to? No. Let's not pick up keys until we know we want them. Now here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3. Yeah. Okay, we can draft this room. I'm hoping it's the boiler room. Hallway, however, is splendid. This will be the foundation of our forward progress. Dare I look at the stars? I mean, looking is not a problem. Dare I activate them? Apples are extra delicious. That's a few extra steps in case of emergency, and this is more diamonds. I'll hold off on the diamonds in case I'm looking for a really pricey room, or a lot of green rooms. Like if I, for some reason, want the... what's it called? What is the room called? Well, the cloister. That is it. There's another room I can think of that's very expensive that we could go for, but it is not something we have access to yet anyway, so it doesn't matter. In fact, getting access to that room would constitute a victory. Like, it implies we've already done what I'm trying to accomplish. And we are over here. From over here. Okay, I could try and go north from the spare room. I feel like that's going to enter key territory immediately. It's also not very traversable. But I suppose it's another room I could get out of the way. Just, oh. Okay, cool. Yeah, I figured something like that might happen. Okay, in that case, we're going straight to the hallway. I did it twice because I forgot I was waiting for the number to reach, like, under 10 instead of literally 0. I might have just incapacitated myself if Nurse's Station decided to suddenly start working for some reason. Boop. Now this is a choice. Library is a decent option for just making sure a rare room happens. Something that we want. Security is just generally good, though I hate the door layout right now. Billiard room is keys. The one resource we really struggle with right now. I'm gonna pick library. Oh, there's an apple in there. Metal detector ain't reacting to the apple. What's it reacting to? It's reacting to the secret key on the ground. Okay. I'm hoping to use the library to get the boiler room. Vestibule. Vestibule is alluring, but not really in that location. Bookshop is functionally irrelevant to us, and archives is just pain. Let's reroll. Now that's a question. That is a very, very interesting question. Do we put the foundation here? I'm not ready to commit, to be perfectly honest. I'm putting down the laundry room. A laundry room that effectively does not benefit us in any way, shape, or form right now. I'm not ready for the foundation. That's a much better security layout. I'll take it. And now, because we're out of gems, we need to run backwards and do the whole dance. I wonder if I should start evaluating my chances to get particular rooms more granularly. Like, to really stop and think, like, what rooms, how many rooms are in the pool of rooms. Jukes. The Jukes. Maybe it'll make me feel more confident with my decisions if I had like a more clearer divide on when I can and can't draft particular rooms. I don't know if there are any restrictions on the boiler room. I suspect there are. I think you can't draft it on the wings of the house. That's a suspicion of mine. It might have some important orientation, like I tend to, at least in my mind, I feel like I draw it mostly when traveling north. Oh, okay, Thega, you saw that? You looked at it? Hi. Okay. I know the West Wing Hall will give us more rooms, but the garage would be a nigh permanent solution to our gem problem. My only question now is... Thank you very much. Wrong map. Room directory. How many gems is the boiler room? Is it 1? Is it 2? It's 1. Okay, we can move forward from here. Well, we cannot move forward from here. Okay, so we'll need to get a key. $13, $12. We can unlock it and maybe not go in. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 7, 6, 5. Okay. I'm gonna take one key out of the garage and we'll pick the middle one. We're gonna open this door. Actually, before we do that, let's check the security pass system. Yeah, security level will be set to low because there is no sign of a security pass in sight. Offline mode will be unlocked because we could very certainly get the utility closet. Okay, moment of truth. Door. Key. Use. All of these options are terrible. Okay, not all of these options are terrible. I would have loved to have gotten passageway, but I'm down a gem because I got a garage. We are stuck with dark room. It's the only viable option. And that hurts. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm not risking it. We're heading back now. Wait. Should I pick up another key on the way? Yeah, there's nothing that would remove a key from me before this. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, I'll take another key from the garage. In fact, I'll take 2. One of them for the spare room up... Okay, I think taking both of those keys was a mistake. Oh well. Oh, I could have eaten the... No, the apple gives me 2. It would have just been as good as the bedroom. Unless I activated the observatory. Why didn't I activate the observatory? Making apples delicious is a free action. It's not a one or everything deal. Alright, I'll activate the observatory on the way back. So I want to open the spare room, but I'm worried that if I do, I'll get a West Wing hall. When I really want, like, a veranda or something. So if I lose a key, I lose a key. The pool. This actually reduces our chances of getting the pump room simply because there's more rooms in the draft. Or, not, sorry, the boiler room. But getting the pump room at all is still a win for us. I'll gladly take that. And then, if that door's locked, we can go up and unlock it to make a West Wing hall here. Oh, would you look who it is? It's boiler time. It is boiler time. This is what we've been waiting for. Shunt all power to this thing and let it run. Okay, all right. We have got some big ticket items we can work on now, and this is where it all happens. It is now that I will collect everything in the house. It boils water, is what it does. More important for our purposes, it lets you, like, supercharge power particular machines in the facility. For our purposes, it can power an emergency water reserve in the pump room, and it can activate a super powerful... Oh my goodness, your browser broke again. More importantly, it can power a, like, very high energy intensive... Okay, I'm just gonna start my explanation over again. 1, it boils water. More importantly, it creates power, which we can use to supercharge 2 particular rooms that we care about right now. Number 1 is the pump room, which will let us activate an extra water reserve for shunting water around, which is convenient for us. And the other is the laboratory's high voltage experiment, which we need if we're gonna hack the plant. So that's sort of why I'm so excited. The only complication is that we need to have a contiguous path of steam duct from the boiler room to whatever room we want the power in. Which means it's not just a matter of finding the rooms we need, they need to connect to the boiler room. Right now, though, I am going on a scavenger hunt to collect all of the loose material around the house so that we're ready to just draft rooms. In particular, I want the dice from Geist's bedroom to re-roll rooms. I'll also take the extra keys just in case we get locked and I don't want to do a bunch of backtracking. If I lose a key to passageway, I lose a key to passageway. Just run off my checklist real quick. We can get the money, but I'm going to be going through chapel anyway, and I don't care about buying things. Observatory, I remember, has a key. No, it might have been the library that had the extra key in it. Point is 9876543. Okay, so 9876. Let's just head back. Go back to nurse's station, reset the count. We're reaching our physical limit on how far we can go. Oh, in case, Thega, if you were wondering, that was Draxus. Draxus is the Geist in the Geist bedroom. It's like a guest bedroom, but for ghosts. Storeroom has a key. I'm gonna... Okay, 2 keys and 2 rerolls. So, as far as in the room, he basically says, oh, okay. I'm gonna restart that sentence. What Draxus does in the Geist bedroom is he gives you reroll dice. If you put the tomb on the estate, Draxus will be like, hey, thanks, have some more reroll dice. The joke there is the singular of dice is die. That's the pun that they're making. Draxus is pretty funny. Pretty funny indeed. Alright. So, a pump room or a laboratory. Both constitute success. Either constitutes success, let me be clear. Coat check is not helpful. The weight room shunts power. The locker room is more key. And shunts power. So I'll take the locker room. Now I'm going to play this as safely as possible. I'm doubling back, I'm refreshing my steps, I'm also getting more gems from the ballroom. That is the correct name of the room. Good job, Sel. Ah, yes, the red keys. There are now going to be keys in rooms we have visited previously. We just check in here, there might have been a key in a closet, negative. Negative on key in closet. Dip in here, dip back out, we have 2 gems again. Oh wow, I went the wrong way. That could have been disastrous if we were a bit more short on steps. Bonk. Good little bit of triage. Okay, so we could go further with the locker room or north with the boiler room. I think the locker room has more odds of successful paths. I don't know if there's some restriction on pump room or laboratory on the wings, but the wings also has, like, the west wing halls. Yes, I can. I can indeed. The nurse's station is going to be infinite triage, and the ballroom is going to be infinite gems as long as the gems are 2 of them. This is how we're getting around the curse. But it doesn't mean anything if we can't progress. Passageway kills our other key, but it gives us the lay of the land in terms of options. I accept this. And our key is gone. But look at that power. Look at that lovely blue light. That is the light of energy. So now we can... Metal detector's going off. Is that because there's a key in here now? Well, if there is, I may not have to go so far after all. Oh, there it is. Okay, double back. Do I have the steps to get to the ballroom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I do. little song and dance. There are certain rooms that I cannot get anymore because the ballroom sets your gems to exactly 2. I forgot to juke. Let me just juke real quick. For example, I can't get the attic. I can't get other, like, major high-ticket rooms. Trophy rooms unavailable, I think. Etc., etc. But even with those restrictions, I think it's very much worth it, because I can get basically every simple room. And those simple rooms are fundamental to building the estate. So I'm in a good spot. Okay, passageway is full of doors. Let's see if any of them lead to the lab. I expected I would need to use a key eventually. Weight room, furnace, walk-in closet. These are all pretty bad options. Positionally, weight room is not so good. It's actually fine if we put it down and then run back. And it might be good to just get it out of rotation. In fact, it would also divert power to the dark room and security, which means we could get a duct room on the side of the house. Wait, hold on a second. I just realized. This is going to give power to the garage. We can leave. It doesn't help us to leave, but we can. That'll give us a 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I think I want the weight room here. Oh, wait, hold on. I just realized this is gonna... Well, okay, no. We lose a step and a gem and a key and a money, but most of the steps. So that's 14. But what if it does that first? It'd be 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 0. We would be cutting it real close. Going for it. Okay, it cuts the curse first, which means we're at 7. We can make no mistake. If we do, we pass out and we lose. 4. 3. 2. 3. 2. 1 and 1. Nice. And let's do another detour to the ballroom. Get another key, probably another locked door. I saw that there was a security door. It was not lost on me. Our only chance of breaking that would be a utility closet to shut power off to it, or finding a security pass. Best room for finding a security pass in my mind is the break room. Or maybe a locksmith, I guess. That said, if we get the laboratory, the experiment provided might just be enough to completely ignore that. Oh, ho, ho, traveler. So you are tragically not a way we can go. Let's do this. The pump room is a win. This is a victory. Now we can get to work. Okay, okay. Now we can do something. Okay. So, we have 2 priorities here. Normally, we could only do one of them, but thanks to this room being powered by the boiler, we can do both. Our objective, for what I want, is to lower the reservoir by 1 unit of water and to completely empty the fountain. To do this conveniently... Well, let's see here. We just recheck the pipe network here. We got 2 in the tanks of both of these already. We've got 1 in the chamber for you. Our first order of business is we want something connected to the reservoir pipe, which is both of them. We need one of these tanks to have exactly 3 water in it. Best way to do that... Yeah, okay. Best way to do that would be to absorb something from the greenhouse. So the greenhouse is second to last pipe. It goes into this one. So let's fill her up. Well, not fill, of course. Get that to 3. And just checking that that is directed the correct way. The reservoir is to be drained by exactly 1. Okay, the foundation has now been set up exactly as I desire it. Our objective now is to completely empty the fountain. To do that, we can fill in water into the pool, greenhouse, and kitchen. Let's start with the pool. Oh, am I misinterpreting the order this goes? Yes, okay, there we go. Okay, pool's full. Next up, greenhouse. Greenhouse can be made full by doing this. Meanwhile, the fountain on this line should be made to just drain out. Kitchen is connected to the other one. Okay, any more for the greenhouse? We got 2 more for the greenhouse. Good. Up is the kitchen. Kitchen is this. We can fit 1 more in there, but that has to come from somewhere. So awkwardly, the solution to this conundrum is to drain this tank into the fountain. Then swap this pipe over. And this will serve 2 purposes. Because in addition, we have this pipe, the reserve tank, which gets water from... where again? Maybe it's just because this is hyper dark, but I don't see where this pump goes to. Is it on the diagram? Reserve tank. Oh, it connects to tank 1. Okay. Yes, yes, alright. I understand now. I read tank 1, but for some reason I thought it was referring to this tank, not this tank here. Silly that I am. I just read it. Okay. But back to the plan. We drained out the water here. We swap over the pipe to there. And then we fill with the fountain water. By doing it like this, we can swap between the fountain and the kitchen for what good it's worth. Get that one extra dot in there. And now we just want to get all the water out of the fountain through any means necessary. That means filling this tank, and it means filling that tank, and it means filling that tank. So this is normally the best we could do. Get the reservoir to the proper elevation and drain the fountain down to 1. We want to drain the fountain down to 0, and fortunately, thanks to the pump, we have a way to do that. With the reserve tank now filled, there is room for the fountain to become completely empty. As for all the other rooms, the only room that we may care about draining is the pool, but that is another situation where that only matters if we've already won. So who cares? Moving on, we have discovered a security door. This does not bode well for our ability to get the laboratory. We need to either get the utility closet somewhere, or we need to get a security pass by being really, really lucky. Because we have no way forward here. The only ways we can generate a new room is dark room into here, which could spawn the laboratory, or immediately north of the boiler. Since it's on the way back, I will try the boiler path first. Now that the boiler's on, it's self-sustaining. We can move that pipe to that door. And shut power. Power now goes that way. So, since we know what rooms can and can't receive power, we can at least get a little clue from the dark room. Even if we don't find the utility closet. Oh. It no longer matters. This is our victory condition. This is us winning. This is the most important day of the curse run yet. This is where everything changes. And it's so beautiful. Okay. I am not letting any amount of time go by. No further actions other than that. I am not going to do anything but this. 1, 2. Oh, it's beautiful. This is where the run comes alive. Welcome to Blackbridge. So this gives us access to the computer network. Any one room with a computer in it will now give us access to another. This gives us the power to do laboratory experiments whenever we want. It gives us the power to modify the security settings wherever we want. It gives us a lot of power. And I intend to use it, but we're not done yet. Because Blackbridge Grotto itself holds power for us. Allow me to demonstrate. Normally, you would unlock what I'm about to do, like, leagues away from each other, but we're doing it simultaneously. You know, just the general advantage that comes when knowing the entire game because you've played it already and beaten it already and did the other stuff already. Because I can do this. From Broken Vase. Microchip. From the bridge. And finally, from Blackbridge itself. Go. I don't know why it has RGB lighting. It's probably for symbolism. Let me just check my depth for a second. 10, 9, 8, 7, let's say 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna head back real quick. I know it makes things slightly more anticlimactic, but we have many things we're trying to do today. So we have a few objectives. One is we need to get up the hill into there. Technically speaking, we don't have to do all of this today. I could just burn some days and do it later, but I want to do it now because I feel like it. But I think the next thing I'll do is proceed into... Actually, I'm thinking about it. Do I even want that room? Yes, I do want that room. I mean, I guess... Strictly speaking, I don't know if it's the best option. I could get it. Okay, new plan, new plan. We're not gonna go up the Blackbridge Grotto secret door that just opened. We're gonna reroute power to the diet. My name for it, not the game's. It's important to point out that there's barely anything left for us to do today. So I don't particularly feel bad about this. Yep, there goes the door. But I need all these real quick. Doot. Swoos. This might kill us. Can't believe that your browser is so glitchy right now that it's becoming an ad blocker. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but maybe you should switch to like hardware decoding for a little bit. You know, I'm just gonna sit in this corner for a second, wait for Thega to be having an okay time of it. Let me know when you're back for realsies. I could use a break. Okay, I just checked the Discord and it would appear that Lark has indeed clipped the intro to the stream. I was definitely expecting it to be clipped by somebody almost immediately, so glad I got that prediction going. That's probably going to be my keystone. Congratulations for being out of ad hell. Nothing, you didn't miss anything. I stopped and waited for you to get back. Though I did see on the Discord that Lark had posted the clip. Thega, give me a moment. Give me a sign. Give me a... Maybe I should draw on the screen that says Thega. Okay, Thega, you may want to turn on hardware encoding, not using the GPU. Like, oh my goodness. Don't worry, Thega. There's like 10 more seconds and the ads will be done. You can't hear me, but like, don't worry. Okay, according to the system, ads should be off. Thega, are you alive? Please tell me you live. I need to know. I need to know that you're safe. This is the exception to Thega. Do you copy? Do you read me? Are you there? Okay, Thega, you're alive. Good. Yeah, ads are over. Consider hardware not hardware acceleration, like hardware decoding, like not with the GPU, like CPU decoded. I don't know. Maybe whatever. Oh my goodness. Listen, as much as I would like to share this experience, okay, I'm putting the chips in. I'm putting the chips in thing. I'm just gonna hope you're gonna survive through it. This is what is important. What's important is that the SD is online. Okay. We now have communication with the outside world. I'm picking these up again. All right. So, I'm probably not going to survive the way back to the nurse's station. Like, this might just be me done. Like, I cross through there, it'll be 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We can make it. We can make it. We'll go back in. I'll put the microchips back into Blackbridge, I guess. I could show off that room, but I don't think I want to commit to getting it just yet. Because it would just be a really expensive room clogging up the works. Though I do respect it and its ability to get us completely out. Oh my, wait, hold on. I'm thinking about it because it's another room for the chest thing. There's viability there. If we can get chess, get knight, then act that room, then it's like free. We have free reign. What if I trade in the microchips at our local retailer? I'm going to ignore all my thoughts right now, and instead we are simply going to try resume playing the game normally, making rooms and stuff happen. You know, the normal thing. So the pool should now theoretically be higher, though frankly I can't tell the difference. There's the boiler. We could run an experiment. We could also like get packets set up. I don't know if we have to route that through Blackbridge or... Yeah, okay. That's the network. Gotta remember exactly how this works. Data transfer, press enter to view available data packet. Advanced experiments, collection, I very much want that. Just occurred to me, we could technically go in the basement. That's doable this run. Wait, no it isn't. We don't have access to... Yeah, okay. It is literally impossible for us to reclaim the throne. Didn't really think about it, but these could be our means of victory. I'm especially seeing the new effect unseal one of the antechamber doors. I'm looking at that and I'm thinking that could be our in. So let's go to staff services real quick. See how the staff are working. Yeah, everyone's rooting for me. First day on the estate. Let everyone know the estate's been cut off. Email is also offline. Okay, so that was like a week ago. Nothing really else we could do. We could remote terminal access, but I don't really have an idea of what I would want to do. So instead, let's set up an experiment. Packet management. So now we can create a custom packet with experiments that we think might be, or just effects that might be helpful to us. So now we need to select 8 or more triggers. So... You know, with the nurse's station, we could totally cheese the lose 10 steps type one. So if we get that and then go to the nurse's station and then just look at the map, dip out, dip back in, look at the map, dip out, dip back in, that is like 10 free triggers. Each time you access a different terminal for every room you draft within the next 40 seconds for each room with a fireplace you draft. First time you enter each room on rank 9. You draft a red room. Okay, immediately is just generally useful. Two or more gems drafting a room. I think it's very often that we could spend exactly 2. For each bedroom you draft after your second, that's very likely. We do have nurse's station. So we're going to be drafting bedrooms until we get it, pretty much. That's 4. Trash while digging could be an option. Different terminal is almost guaranteed. Maybe. Puts us at 6. Let's go with each time you draft and each time you pull an antechamber lever. No. Not antechamber level yet. We'll do that once we start actually levering. But for now... just do room with fireplace. That's not many options. I think it's like den and the trophy room. Let's do draft the shop room. Even if we can't buy stuff in shops, we can at least gain benefit. Now we select our effect. I'm going to immediately run down to unseal one door to the antechamber. We do not want to touch the reservoir. Permanent improvements, like adding a gold to the allowance or permanently increasing lock picking skill, is like definite good ideas. We don't really have need for letters in the mailroom all that much. Kind of hesitant on losing half steps then gaining dice, but if we need to pick one, a bunch of rerolls with Nurse's Station might be fine, as long as we can deliberately invoke it. Freight from the tunnel doesn't matter if we know we can't reclaim. Okay, that's technically not true. We could get the key in there and then, like, I don't know, trading haul it for something. It probably won't let us. That's 4. Stock pantry with fruit, I'm adding. Aquarium is lethal in curse mode. But if we can survive it, we can survive it. Like, I'm imagining... okay, imagine like a perfectly reduced house. It's got the entrance hall, it's got ballroom, it's got Nurse's Station. And it's got infinite aquariums, and we have the sleeping mat. In that situation... well, the only thing that's blocking us from victory is keys. Let's get set dice to 2. I would like rerolls. Gain 3 gold for each red room. Gain a star. I'll pick this, because the more stars we have, the more effects that we could maybe... emergency add. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. Steps to 40 would be good. I'm now thinking maybe we... yeah, let's just go with the set dice to 2, and instead of doing the lose half steps, gain 4, let's just do a... because keys are our weakest link, key for every 2 hallways. And let's do an experiment. This is so silly. This is so silly. Oh my goodness. This is absurd. Okay, I now need to get back to the Nurse's Station without looking at the map. Fortunately, I've run through this so many times that I do just remember it. We turn here. So why is this insane? I'll tell you why this is insane. Because we have Blackbridge, and I can remote terminal into the shelter. Get ready for this absolute nonsense. So, step 1, look at map. Now, we will have to burn this out completely before we continue, because I would very much like to look at the map. So... 2. This is so dumb. 3. 4. 'This is insane. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Now, if I look at the map again... Okay. So, why am I freaking out about this? I'm freaking out about this because Blackbridge gives us the shelter without having the shelter. And we just did like 10 experiments. The radiation is going to be going through the roof. And due to the shelter's emergency security protocols, if it detects a high radiation spike, it will, for the safety of all personnel, unlock every door. Kind of imagined this day going so well. As of now, every door is unlocked and every antechamber cover is unsealed. All it is going to take to reach the antechamber now is physically getting there. We have infinite keys. We have enough steps to make it. All we have to do is route. It can be done. Now, for the sake of making sure that we have a sufficient amount of gems to draft whatever may come our way, I am going to be doubling back a lot simply to restock the ballroom. I do want to make sure that we have the 2 gems whenever possible. To think. I felt pretty confident I would have a good chance at getting either the pump or the laboratory online. I didn't expect to do both, and I certainly didn't expect to, on the same day that I got both, perform the machinations required to have a really, really good shot at the antechamber. If we get something like Veranda, we win immediately if I have the gems to craft it. I am doing the parlor game now. A box next to this box contains gems. Both boxes next to this box contain gems. That cannot possibly be true. A box next to this box is true. No. So you both are false. I already got the P. You both... Okay, so you must be false because that's breaking the rules of the game. You are false because the box next to this box is false. So you must be true. Okay. All we need now is a right turn. We get a right turn, we win immediately. We get a forward, we have more chances to win. We have 2 rerolls. We just need a right turn. Vestibule is a little more complicated for the situation. I'm picking office for this. How? How have we done this? Day 24. This is like on par with the day I did this in the regular run, and we're in curse mode. Everything went so perfectly. I don't need you. I'm already here. This was a miracle day. I guess there's no...
Once a red prince.
Okay, they're going to be talking. Hold on.
Who sat on a red throne.
I'll explain after, Thega.
He had a red crown made of rubies.
Now, I've seen the ending before, but...
And a red castle made of stone.
I want this footage official for thumbnail purposes.
The prince had a love for all things red.
I'm not going to use an image from a different stream.
It's the only true color, the prince often said.
Often awkwardly talking between lines.
He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue.
Well, it was in this run, if I'm being honest.
He didn't see the birds, or the changing of the leaves. And he never saw the sights of life's many symphonies. He couldn't see beyond the red shade he was aware. He never caught a glimpse of the world I had to share. But one day the prince saw something new. And if you look closely, you might see it too. The skies parted and the clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color.
Okay, I will now talk. Wow. I did not expect to just win off of that immediately forever. Finally getting the boiler room operational with access to other rooms that needed it. Getting the pump online was now completely irrelevant. We didn't even go to the basement. Getting the laboratory to unlock Black Bridge using the microchips we prepared earlier to unlock the satellite dish. Getting the packets to get the fancy laboratory experiments to unseal the antechamber easily using experiments. Remote terminaling into the shelter to have the copious amount of experiments that opened every antechamber door, unlock every regular door, and then just walking our way in. That was the most elegant victory I have ever had. And it's now going to be permanently attached to the stream where I opened it like a goofball. Oh, the zero day has been delivered. So, what does this mean for Blueprints as a whole? Well, we beat the normal game, we beat the everything else in the normal game, we beat Dare Mode, and we have now beaten Curse Mode. I'll be honest, there's not really much left to do that interests me. Because there's not much left to do that isn't just based on re-rolling over and over and over and over and over again until we get a good singular run. The two major challenges remaining in the game is getting to room 46 from a fresh save in less than an hour, and getting to room 46 from a fresh save on day one. I'm not really interested in doing those. That does not mean this is the last we will ever see of Blueprints, because I am aware that there is a... Hold on, let's just see our lovely results here. Look at our beautiful house. It kind of looks like a Zelda 1 dungeon. Yeah, it is mostly just luck-based for the greater ones. I can put myself back on the screen, I suppose. But there is an update coming to Blueprints in the near to mid-future. This will be adding slightly more cutscenes to certain events in the game. Nothing that, like, changes anything materially. Adding a mechanic to the game that you don't really interact with but exists, which I would like to see. And adds what we've all been waiting for, hit video game in the video game, Dirigiblocks, which I would very much like to play. So I can't really say that Blueprints is over. I'm done playing it, but when that update comes out, I will look at that update, mostly to play Dirigiblocks. I'm curious what that's going to be like. So, mainline Blueprints is done. Tune in for sort of a functional epilogue where I play that update for Dirigiblocks mostly, just because I think it'd be fun. And then that will probably be the end of it, unless there's like grandiose secrets and nonsense that happen in the future somehow. But I'm pretty sure that the game is like just being wrapped up with a bow and being like, yep, that's the game, and it sure was one. This sort of leaves us in an awkward position right now because I don't know if you've looked at the time, but it's only been like an hour and a half. This, if I ended things right now, this would be the shortest stream I ever did. So, I mean, I can at least burn a few minutes. After all, I would like to pick up my trophy. It's not going to be a full-on game switch, or at least I don't think it is. I hadn't really planned for this. I didn't expect to get to the room yet. For the time being, we can read the letter. We can pick up our 2 trophies here. And then I never picked up the Dare trophy. So my plan is to pick up these trophies, pick up the Dare trophies, and then put them all in my original save, so that they're all in one place. So only open the event to your Baron. Welcome to Mount Holly. This seems to be the exact same note. There's our allowance. So let's pick up our trophies. Hello, Acela. Welcome to the conspiracy. Yeah, it's definitely time for conspiracy theories. You've been awarded the Inheritance Trophy for reaching room 46. Trophies earned will be permanently added to the trophy room, of course. Curse Trophy. I got the achievement. For prevailing against all the odds and reaching for room 46 on Cursed mode. In recognition of doing the impossible. Cool. Well, that's what I came here to do. Arrivederci, Curse mode. There is nothing left for you to give me. I have your trophy. So here's the plan. And I've never done this before because I've never had a second save. We're going to step out. We're going to go to the Dare mode save. Oh, and it just makes it blue for me immediately. Great. We continue this. Waiting for it. Here we are. Excellent. I guess it's cool that we're doing this all at once. So we can step over here. Open only an event with inheritance. Welcome to Mount Holly. This is still the same note as the last same note. All of our dares are still active for some reason. But we can pick up our Trophy of Inheritance, and we can pick up the Dare Bird Trophy. Reaching room 46 on Dare mode in recognition of daring. In recognition of a daring and brave bird. Now we can call it a day right now. I don't even remember what my dares were. What's your question, Acela? That is a good question. I don't know. I guess I'll check that, but I mean, we already solved the low FPS problem. Okay, load in our normal profile. And I don't know if we can do this from Blackbridge. I'll try. That was your question, Acela? I did not get the joyride in the car. Simon P. Jones is not of legal driving age, I assume. I don't know the legal driving age in the Mora world, but it's probably similar to the legal driving age in the regular world. Man, it is weird looking at the sky and it being normal. It's been so long. Alright, welcome here. Alright, activate terminal. Let me see if I remember. Who should we be logging in as? I'm thinking... Randolph Moore is the usual choice, I think. Data files. Import trophy data. Utilizing the Blackbridge system, you can import trophy data from other save files into the current profile. This is a convenient way to collect trophies in one file that might be impossible to get in a single profile. Select trophy data to import. Please give me my Dare mode. Please give me my Darebird trophy, please. Thank you. Now I want to select the trophy data for curse mode. Get the cursed trophy. And that should be us here. Now, how about we do a run through on my normal file to go to the trophy room and celebrate our trophies, unless our trophies are just sitting conveniently in the middle of the entrance hall. We can just look at them. I'm also just trying to kill time because I need to get the stream to be longer. Not for any real, like, okay. Just in case anyone's concerned, I am not under any forced legal obligation by internet television or any other corporate entity to have my streams be a particular minimum length. I do, however, suffer from the negative ailment of forcing myself to just kind of have obligations. It's kind of a problem. You know what? It's the start of the day. I'm looking for the trophy room, so I probably want to... Trophy room's not that common, so maybe we can just quickly get it from here. Room. It's so wild just being able to draft rooms with, like, no problem. Like, I just need to put down a room. I'm like, yep, okay, time for a room. Boom, easy, simple. You're not the boss of me. You're only like 20% the boss of me. Okay, so I can't touch that, or else I will be immediately murdered. Oh, very interesting. Public dining room, we now have foundation access, even though that doesn't really matter. We can enjoy a lunch. I'm kind of just, like, barreling my way forward with no real consideration for anything. Just enjoying my freedom as I try and get the trophy room somehow. I do want to check. I think I axed the trophy room price, but I want to check. I did axe it. Okay, good. Problem is that its rarity is set to unusual. Mechanarium would have 2 doors in it. 3 doors. Actually, that's perfect. Security would cost a gem and not have those rooms aligned. 4 doors. Oh, right. Aquarium is now electricalized. I forgot that fact. Really, it's just like place down rooms await the existence of the trophy room. Okay, good. I was worried you'd be locked. Right, that's the spare lever there. Might as well open this first. There it is. Here we go. Let us enjoy our spoils. Beautiful. Now, there are trophies we're missing. They are the, like, 1 hour trophy, the day 1 trophy, what was the third one? I don't remember. And then the trophy of getting all the trophies. Oh, right, of course, the drafting strategy sweepstakes. Of course. How could I forget the drafting strategy sweepstakes? That one's a doozy. Now that one, technically speaking, we can keep running for in like a normal run instead of resetting over and over, but it is also still very, very luck-based. And we could like completely reconfigure the house manually slowly over time to work towards that goal. But I'm not too interested in that. We'll get the trophy, but like, that's not really the type of challenge I'm interested in. I like a challenge that feels like a long incremental journey where like I slightly improved and like there's a trust that I could just like slowly eke out every advantage I can to get there eventually. Like with Dare and Curse modes. Those were hard, but they were progressive. We could advance. There was no ceiling. And yeah, we needed luck to get those advancements, but once we had them, we always had them. Day one, hour one, you can't really do that. And the drafting sweepstakes is... I don't think I'm that good at drafting. You gotta get 20 dead ends in a single house. There are ways to cheese it. I'm imagining them right now. Frankly, I think it would be grind out Chamber of Mirrors for a million years to get duplicate bunk beds in like quadruplicate. And then it would be probably pretty easy. Or, you know, Secret Passage, I think, counts as a dead end. Maybe? It's based on what the room directory says. It's a dead end in quotation marks. So maybe we just, like, duplicate a lot of secret passages. Do secret passage, secret passage, secret passage. Greenhouse. Then, like, a normal passageway, and then a bunch of bunk beds. Not the point. Not the point. I think I know what I want to do. I know how I want to end this. I'm gonna go park myself in the room I have the strongest sentimental attachment to. The hero of my original playthrough. My favorite strategy. The break room. And we are going to have a lovely final draw. So this is now an art stream. Congratulations. I'd like to hope that this just sort of works out the box, but the odds of that are about 1 in 7. So tell me, did it work? I should stream Magic Garden? No. You're gonna learn all my strategies. Hold on, let me set up my art. This is I'm trying to be sentimental about hit video game blueprints. I'm not bringing Magic Garden into the mix, though I do understand that both of you do know that I've been mildly procrastinating by playing it. Okay, lock that. Do we have... Oh. Okay, quick gamble here. Oh, this explains why it was doing weird selectory stuff. Okay. Sorry, I'm still working on getting this perfectly aligned. And I think that will be good. Let me try this. We are in. Okay. Oh, oops, there is a little bit of an awkward line on the right side. Let me just fix that. There, let me try this. Oop, oop, oop. Good. Great. Now I'd like to check the specific bounds here. Is this like perfectly aligned to all the corners here? Yeah, that's a corner. That's a corner. Okay, it's a little cropped on that side, but not too bad. Here, it's a little cropped in the bottom. Okay, so as long as I'm not like extremely on the edges of the canvas I'm using, I can work with this. Cool, cool. Okay, you want me to talk about Magic Garden while I'm doing this? Fine. We can talk about Magic Garden. I mean, there's not much to do in Magic Garden except plant plants and stuff. In case you're wondering, Magic Garden is one of those like activities that you can play on Discord gaming. You're a little ceramic silver pot thing that I don't really understand what it's physically supposed to represent, and you can go about doing particular things like planting and growing it and then selling the plants and then buying seeds to plant more. It's one of those like incrementally kind of idly games where you're just planting. My current amount of money that I just have on hand in that game is about like a single digit number of million of gold, typically around like the 1 to 5 range. I did happen to find a plant that I think is pretty good for just like good financial improvement, and I'm starting to get into like egg strats. Yeah, I'm gonna draw the protagonist of that game as like a little dude, just from memory. Here's the Magic Garden protagonist. Then I'm gonna have him holding like a little lily. Because one of the first plants that I grew that was like of importance was a little lily flower. So I'm gonna make that. Hold on, I have to relook at what a lily looked like in Magic Garden. Oh, it wasn't a lily, it was the pink one. It was the tulip. I apologize, I've gotten my flowers confused. And now that I'm looking at it, I know that I've done a pretty bad job. Let's try that again. Like a nice little bowl. Little pointy things in it. This going in here. You've got this going in here. Got a big old bulb over here, and then you got the leaves. good. Now I'm gonna slightly move the expression of my little guy so that he's looking up at it. That's kind of what you do when you do it. And there, that's Magic Garden. Oh, we just did a little bit of a touch-up work. I am using the wrong instrument. There. Happy little Magic Garden thing. Probably some kind of pot. Okay, lock that one in. Now we can draw something else. I don't know. Why do you want... I don't feel like it would be entertaining, because like all the entertainment value in Magic Garden would come from me talking, and I don't know if I can talk for several hours about just like waiting for a plant to grow. Yeah, it's kind of why I'm sitting here drawing instead of doing nothing. I mean, I suppose I guess I could like play Magic Garden while playing something else. What if I played like 4 different idle games at the same time? We get Magic Garden in one corner, we get Cookie Clicker in another corner, we get like, I don't know, Factory Idol or something, maybe the Norp Apologue. Just and then as like a bonus incentive, we have a really, really small, in the middle of the window, like, Kaguya table. Just a whole bunch of them, and I have to manage all the different idle games at. You know what? I don't think Project Absentia will be ready in time. So what if I do that in like, I don't know. It'd almost be like a prelude. You know, okay, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna confide in something just because I think this is like a development on it. Originally, like way back, I'm talking like the first year of streaming, I had this idea to do an April Fool's stream that was just me playing Kaguya Table. Like that would have been just the stream. Just Kaguya Table. I don't know if you know about Kaguya Table. Kaguya Table is like a really old, really small toy flash game made by Walfus, who you may know better nowadays as the person who made Small Ame. Now, technically under a slightly different name now, my joke was I was going to play this game as a memorial to that person who was a big, prominent part of my Toho experience and then disappeared from the internet. I was going to be like, you know, in honor of this person who disappeared, never to be seen again, I am playing Kaguya Table. As if that was their, like, most important masterpiece that they've ever made. Despite the fact that create.swf is right there, and person in question still exists and made Small Ame. Like the art, not the video game, the art. The, like, I'm talking the, like the little one, the one you think about. I'm doing a terrible job of recreating the art style here, but you know the one. You know it. Give a little hat. Okay, great. This is our next piece of art, is small Ame created from memory. Keeping that on the same layer and continuing. That is not a traffic cone. Okay, okay, apparently if you don't know, Amelia Watson is a very important VTuber in existence. No longer in the business, but was like one of the first in the pantheon of famous VTubers who speak English. No, I know like the most like super famous was Gargura, but Amelia was there. Walfies, formerly Walfus, made a drawing that got really popular and sort of like defined the culture of English VTuber fandom for like several years. But I knew Walfus from the Toho era. And Toho is... I'm explaining this mostly for Thega, but I guess it's good to have exposition for everybody else, though Acela also knows. But if you don't know, Toho is a hit video game series from like spanning back from the turn of the millennia to now. I will draw Toho's. Let me actually, you know what? Let me draw Kaguya table real quick. This is silly. Toho is a major like aspect of like Japan video game fan culture. It's in like the like great ancient pantheon of indie games successes, because it was just some person in like the late 90s, early 2000s just making some video games, and it's become one of the like major cultural keystones of all Japanese indie stuff ever. It's basically Japan's decades earlier Undertale in terms of like cultural importance. There are literal conventions that are pretty much just dedicated to Toho, and have mostly like adapted to be about I don't think I should fill in the hair. We want Kaguya to be like Kaguya. Kaguya is like fancy thing, and then this is the table. It's supposed to be like one of those fancy tables with a heater under it, and you slap it, and then you gain points for flipping the table, and that's Kaguya table. The Toho series was a major inspiration for my desire to become like a person who can program a video game. And all the characters are great, in case you were wondering. If it's very likely that you've seen or know a Toho character without realizing their significance. I don't know which ones to bring up right now, but there are a lot, and they're all very important. Okay, now what? We got a terribly drawn small anime from memory. We have Kaguya table. What else do we want to add to the lightning round of things right now? Also, should I like... Man, it's been a long time since I even touched VR chat. Is that just because you see me on like the Steam friends list and it shows me what my avatar is at the time? Is that how you know this? Because I've definitely not played VR chat since knowing you. And that's like excess of a year. Let me I would like to engage in music. But I don't really have music prepared. Let me see what I can do. All right, here's a question. What video game soundtrack do you think would not get me in trouble? Like, that the VOD would get muted or something? I mean, I guess in the meantime, I can just do some of the music I would normally do for a stream, like the ones I have prepared for streams. Just something calm, soothing in the background. How about some Aka Boogie 030, 30-minute loop number 2? Let me see if I can get that operational for you right now. This may take some doing. I'm surprised that that worked almost immediately. Okay, let me just set some settings here. Right now it's blasting on every single channel. There, much better. Okay, tell me when it's like if... Alright, I think that's a decent balance. Okay, so we can now get back to work. Okay, what next? What next? We got Kage table, we got small anime. We can do a little more of the lightning round before I do a full thing, and then I want the last thing I draw to be like a grandiose work of all blueprints type stuff. So we got some room here, particularly this part. Thematically, I probably should have done this in the drawing room, but sentimentally, I'm doing it in the break room. I'll take ideas. Hi, Vega. I'm in the process of taking ideas. I've added music for effect. Yeah, while I'm waiting for anybody to have an opinion. Oh, you just sort of looked me up by full force. Went to VR chat, looked me up, found me. So if I am a Toho in VR chat, I mean it's a little stalky. Though if you could help me with that, you could maybe be like a white hat stalker if you want. Help me like tighten up my public image, my brand. That would be appreciated, but not right now. I'm gonna draw Cherno. Because I'm pretty sure if I'm any VR chat avatar that's a Toho, it'd probably be Cherno. So we'll draw Cherno. mean, you'll be able to cross-reference immediately by referencing to the drawing I'm making right now. It's going to be a not very good drawing, but you'll get the idea. Most of my vague inspiration for what I make Chernos there is mostly based off of the Great Fairy War rendition, which even then I'm not really doing a good job of manifesting. Get the bow in already. Do the little orbulars here. Big old dress like so. I don't understand why that would be the case, because I do not, nor have I ever had an Oculus. That did not make sense to me. Do a little bit of little ice cube. And let's not forget there's a good churn. Put that over there. Man, I am being productive in the arts and fields. Yep. It's very likely the one I would pick. Either that or Shin Miyomaru. I mean, those numbers don't ring any bells for me. I don't recognize them. This might be some ambient mechanism on which VR chat used to require accounts. Like, maybe it's just like every single account needed a number. Maybe not necessarily about the Oculus, but just like flat out VR chat was old. Like, remember when in Discord you used to have numbers and now you don't? Maybe it was like a thing like that. Because looking at it, it doesn't... Like, I don't recognize it. I don't know. I don't know. The fact that it's Cherno is good odds that it's me. Acela to Ants... years. Death, very many years. Actually, I don't know exactly the last time I went on. I do know that I definitely did not go on after they implemented EAC because I was morally opposed to them implementing EAC. But I don't think I like stopped playing when they implemented EAC. I think I stopped playing earlier, thought about going back, but it was at a time where they were implementing EAC, and I was like, nope, I'm stepping away from that, thank you very much. I will draw the other Toho that I like relate heavily to. Well, I mean, it does now. It didn't. It didn't back in the olden times before wine. And yeah, I've mellowed out on EAC because it's kind of. I mean, we lost the fight. Fancy ornamental stuff here. Go. My least favorite Toho character? I don't... Having a favorite's easy. Having a least favorite's hard. EAC refers to Easy Anti-Cheat. It's a kernel-level anti-cheat program. It makes things really laggy, and also it is kind of just bad. Now, at the time, they were adding it to VR chat. It would have, like, completely obliterated a lot of important accessibility mods that the developers were not actually providing. And since a lot of people were using VR chat as like any social outlet at all, and you know, because it requires physical operation, you got to do stuff. It was very, very poorly received. Unfortunately, the general VR chat community has lost. And a bunch of, like, new people coming to the scene are trying to rewrite history to make the people against it, like, villains for some reason. That's my comprehension of the situation. Anyway, here's Shin Miyamaro in a pot. That's more important than what's going on right now. I give Shinmi like bigger, droopier. I can't really give Shinmi the droopier like sleeves because I don't want the like. It would make the needle be perceived less coherently. Oh yeah, it's probably Wagasagi. I mean, I assume it's one of the Ceiling Club members. As for which of the two, I'm not certain. Oh, I've ruined everything. What do you mean? We, like, the very first time, like, it was detected by one or both of us that the other liked Toho, you spoke of Maribel and the whole thing. I think it was like a tangentially related to the whole like I don't remember how we got to that point, but like we knew on, like, we learned on stream and then we spoke of it for a bit. Like this is some known intel. This is a historical thing we had. Completely understandable. Shoutouts to the ongoing joke of the blueprints. Drinking, not a drinking game, but like every time. Here's a fun option for people watching the VODs for blueprints. Every time you hear the phrase Black Mirror, go listen to Black Mirror on the Wall. I have a friend who I've introduced to that song by making that, like, not drinking game for them. Do we think we just keep it with the quartet here? Just these four, and then we go on to another layer? I worry that if we leave this layer, I can't talk about Toho anymore. Because, like, we've already got a layer for that subject matter. Yeah, I guess it's fair. I just want more room. So we'll invisible that layer, add a new layer, and then I'll render all of these out individually when we're done here. No, okay, that is a game you could possibly do. But around like stream 6 or so, the Black Mirror subplot happens. Yeah, this is only like the 4th or 5th time I've done this in blueprints. All of the individual pieces of art are available on the Blue Sky account. In fact, I added a new one recently because I had to draw the ship from Homeworld in the previous stream. It's been about 2.5 hours. I feel like time has progressed. I'm going to draw blueprints related things. I've been trying to make... What do you mean invent and sell a Toho? Draw a big... Like, that's just us. That's just us, though. We're already there. Alright, I'll stall for a little more. I'll draw Balteus. How do I loop in my audio program? Next, open file, open your video, audio, subtitles, settings, playback. Ah, loop button. Okay. Good. What? I fiddle with audio settings and I come back to shipping. What? You know what? If you're gonna bring up this, I think I knew I had to get this like official policy out there at some point, and it may as well be now. Vega, what have you done to... Vega, what have you done to this conversation? Hold on a second. I need to get a reference image for Balteus, and then I will draw Balteus while giving my policy on, like, shipping fandom for internet television, or at least myself. Okay. Okay. There are no convenient images of Balteus. Look, no, it's okay. I'll explain my policy. Acela can have an opinion. We'll we'll figure something out. Let me just open image in new tab real quick. There we go. All right, cool. Okay, so Balteus. The problem with Balteus is that the only real thing you can coherently make with Balteus is the part of Balteus that is like a giant like metal cage around it. Okay, here's my official policy on like how the heck, why did I pick Balteus for this? Like, here's how you draw Balteus, okay? You make a little dot. It's got, like, the armor for, like a classic Gundam enemy. Make it like, I'm a big old robot man. Afric. Like, big old robot frame, and it's got legs that are, like, pointy legs that are, like, beep, 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 beep. Here's Balteus, he's coming to get you. But then, like, the entire image is ruined because everything else is, like, this massive, like, cage of, like, boom, 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 boom. And then it's just, like, move this down, shoot every missile in existence. You. Boom. Balteus. Okay, so here's my official policy on like. Oh, did I do I have the? Yeah, it's a little offset. Let me just fix that. There we go. Okay, so official exception has a shipping policy opinion. I don't have room to fit a million more missiles. I'd have to make Balteus smaller. Okay, here's my official policy. My desire for fan art of me to exist outweighs my actual real world preferences. So like, while I will advise that you stick to my own actual preferences in making fan art of me in relationships with other people, feel free to ignore that if you just want to make the fan art. If it's a fictional character, yeah, sure, go ahead. If it's an actual person, please get their permission as well. But if it's just for the funnies or like you're real casual about it, I don't think anybody will have a problem, but just make sure. As far as what my preferences are in general orientation, I consider myself to be a heterosexual male. However, I am also polyamorous. I will fall in love with literally everybody. It's actually a problem. Yeah, if it's for fan art, I think all of our desires for free fan art is gonna like outweigh anything. We want the fan art. Which words did you not know? I will put it in the most simple way possible. I am a male. I am generally attracted to females and female attributes, and I am capable of being in love with multiple people at the same time. That's the main bullet points. Feel free to ship me with fictional characters for the fun of it, and get the permission of real people if you want to ship me with them as well. Do this only if you're intending on making fan art or fan fiction or something, because like I want the medias about me. That's my official policy. I'm not gonna go to like if it makes fan art happen, it makes fan art happen. Like I'm gonna advocate for the fan art no matter what. Hetero is opposite genders. So male liking female or female liking male. I, being male, like female, generally. That's a good policy. Yeah, it's just straight, but like scientifically spoken. Yeah, it's just straight. I'm straight, I am male, but I will be in love with multiple people at the same time. Get me a room with a lot of people who love me at the same time, I am having a good time. You know that one, like, moment in Persona 5 where it's like, you've accidentally started a relationship with everyone and now they're all at the room mad at you? If I were in that situation, that would not be a problem. I don't know, Acela. I'm gonna need you to explain better than just saying I love all my friends in a gay way. That's not clear what you mean. And like being poly isn't a problem. Like a relationship with multiple people is more difficult because it's like as difficult as a normal relationship, but you have multiple of them. Yeah, yeah. Like, I think it's completely absurd that I would have to reserve the, like, emotion of love strictly to one person. I will love multiple people and it'd be great. The only problem is I'm an absolute, like, pathetic individual when it comes to like relationships and affection at all. So mostly I would just be like a completely shy, nervous wreck for any relationship whatsoever. That's okay, you're learning. I would like to start drawing something. I'll draw Mount Holly. It's not hard to draw Mount Holly. It's basically a mountain, but you put a little like ridge in the side that kind of looks like the holly leaves. I think I can do a better job than that. Yeah, monogamous means one. Monogamous is one relationship, regular, normal. You love one person by loving one person, you don't love anyone else. Do I gotta bring up the chart? Moving Mount Holly down. And then I'm just going to draw like other important celestial objects like the rogue moon here. I mean, it's a little presumptuous to call it normal. I've got like I'm smug about it, but yeah, pretty much. I don't actually remember what the dirigibles look like or nuance, so I'm just making something that like looks vaguely cool, kind of steampunky. It's supposed to be the propeller. I'd like to make it go. Yeah, it's congratulations. What do you mean dirigible Tetris? The dirigible? No. I'm trying to make a good landscaped piece of art here. Also, it's clear to me that I am gonna expand this out a bit more. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's some extra room. Keep the cloud a cloud. Cave here collapsed with rubble. There's Blackbridge for you. To really make it Blackbridge, we're gonna need a bridge for it to black over. Nice little. I'm gonna assume it's like just a classic wooden crossbar type deal. A little carriage going over it. Over the top. Tableau sounds like a word that exists. I don't know what it means. I assume it's referring to something about the art here. I am looking it up for our information. A vivid or graphic description, a striking incidental scene as a picturesque group of people, a picture, vivid representation. I guess it's because I'm drawing. Okay, I see. Thank you. Would you like the plot twist real quick? Would you like to know the plot twist about this whole thing right here? Because I've been thinking, okay, Project Architect has been a push by me to get a highlights for the Blueprint series happening. And part of that is naturally, yeah, we're gonna need a cool thumbnail for it. So here's what my idea. Hold on, let me put that over there and make the size of the brush a little smaller. This is my idea. This is a bit more indicative of what the general shape of this whole thing is supposed to be. It's it's alluding to the glasses. That's what makes it me-ish about it. Yeah, there's finer details and other ideas. It's not a very coherent design, but you can kind of envision, like, structurally what it's about. And I'm not going to leave the color in for this because I want this to be more about the things in it. But now you get the idea. The notions. Like, I'm just gonna outright delete that layer if I can find the delete the layer button. Found the delete the layer button. It's... Hold on, let me just get myself real quick. You put me right there. And let me just beep beep. Let me just do a little beep 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 beep. You're getting it. You're getting it. I think it's being gotten. All right. We good there? We good there? We got it. We got that all established. I mean, the regular picture would be a bit more widescreen, and there, like the ground here would level out, so it'd also have that bottom bar, so it's not just like two wedge. Okay, hold on. Let me just doesn't really work when I make myself smaller. Actually, now that the blue's off, I could put myself there, but like better. So like if I just make my real self really obscenely big, and then I do like that. There you go. That's it. That's the vibe. That's the vibe right there. There we go. But like, it's supposed to be dramatic and symbolic and stuff. It's supposed to be cool. All right? Yeah, I mean, I know what my glasses look like. Oh, I know how to bring this all together. Get ready for this one. This is how we do. I won't like redraw the whole thing, but I will like clean up that particular corner of it. What annoys me about this is that my eraser is like a square. I've used the circle one, it's like anti-alias weird. There we go. There we go. Good, good. And then there's like room for more symbolism. I could put like the sigils down here or something. Was the doorknob on the other side? I think it was. There we go. Yeah, it's tough to find good ambient background music style stuff. Oh, I know. It's going to be hard to oh, I know how to convey this. Oh, I see. It's just picking out music from the area and not really conducting me on it. So it did just switch to a separate song. That means it's not looping. I'm being scammed. That explains it. Explains why the song felt different. We went to an entirely different song. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I'm just using like the default thing that came with the Linux. So it like auto opened it in Haruna. And it doesn't seem like, or at least I haven't found, a convenient way to just loop one song repeatedly on this. There's an H in front of that, Thega. I mean, the functional solution would be to swap over to what I actually used for regular stuff. Used VLC Media Player. It's not like it matters all too much. We'll be through this soon enough. Yeah, okay. I'm done tweaking this. Oh! I figured it out. You set your own loops. If I do this, and then do this. Okay, so that's interesting. You set your own start and end points for the loop in here. So all I have to do is go to the start of the song, press the set loop button, go to the end of the song, press the set loop button, and now I have a loop. That's weirdly like manageable, but in a weird sense where I have to like, I appreciate the customization, but it's a little inconvenient because they've made it so powerful. I mean, this is just a temporary setup for the drawing portion of the stream. It's fine. For the most part, I'll go back to using what I usually use for like Kerbal Space Program and stuff, which is VLC Media Player. Like, that one is so dead simple, it's convenient. It's got all the features, but it's still just like a chunky piece of mechanical operation. It is very useful in that sense. No frills, no gimmicks, it just is. And it's good. Anything else we want to add to this? I added the flowers in the corner to try and convey the like the Nogula, the Ravane, like the groundskeepers and their whole deal with the gems. I could add a berry bush, you know, that might actually be good because it's right next to Blackbridge over here. So here's some berries to be picked. Yeah, alluding to the old story of Blackbridge. So I think I'd like something on the left side here. Maybe like the Colossus of Orinda. Orindia. Trying to get a good picture of it. Thank you. The problem is I don't have my notes either, so I can't just like go and reference it. And I might even be wrong about the object in question. I could put like the statue of Teskin. Oh, wait, I know. Maybe the satellite dish. Wait, and then right next to it? The observatory. Yeah. Good. Yeah, we got space over here. Here's the spiral of stars. There's the rogue moon in front of the loyal moon, or whatever they called it. Good stuff here. I lied. Use the railroads. My favorite constellation in Blueprint. I mean, I got obsessed with the spiral. But that was more of an obsession, not really like a sentimental attachment. It's a tough one. The Inkwell was powerful, but sort of overshadowed because I wanted to go, like, all the way. The Southern Cross wasn't very interesting. Draxus, almost detrimental. I think it would have to be, like... maybe, like, Diamondus Major, or, yeah, probably Diamondus Major. Maybe the Sail. But I think if there's going to be a star of the show, so to speak, it would have to be the Spiral. That's why I put it in. It's one of those, like, ominous things in the game that, like, makes you fear and dread. Okay, Ethel, I'm going to need an explanation on what that means. The Spiral does make you insane. It just does that. It made me insane. That's just what it does. I've looked it up. Oshikatsu is a Japanese fandom subculture popular among young people, especially young women, in which a person spends significant amounts of time and money to support an idol or favorite character, primarily as a form of fan identity. In popularity during the COVID-19 pandemic and has been compared to Western stan culture. It doesn't necessarily... Oh, I see. I understand. You are doing an Oshi supporting activity by wearing glasses. Gotcha. Oh my goodness, should we... You know, we do internet television internal talks have been about figuring out what to do about merch. We do need merch because we need to make money. It's kind of important. We've been in talks with like some business advisors, like just to give us business advice as a business. And their main thing has really been, okay, but you got to start making money at some point. Which, you know, we're working on. Okay, so is there any, like, major blueprint symbolism that I'm kind of missing out here with? We've got the Ravane plot line. We've got the whole Blackbridge situation's got an entire corner. We got the satellite dish, which I think is cool and represents the network elements. We got the observatory. Nuance is getting special billing with that blimp. We got a cloud. We've got the rogue moon. We've got the spiral. We've got the sacred number in the middle. I could rotate the 890 degrees. Alzara. You could... I don't know how to add Alzara to this because this is very much like scenery. And if I tried to like zoom out and put the whole thing in a crystal ball, that would work, but not enough space for that. Weirdly enough, I don't think it fits the vibe. I don't think... If I made Alzara small for this, it would feel goofy in what is a very atmospheric piece right now. Wait. I have an idea. It'll... Okay, if I go through with this, the picture will stop being round. But... Wait. I need to check this. I need to check this. Give me a picture of Alzara. What's the box look like? Dang it, load images. Thank you. Ah, these don't show the top of the box. Oh. Yes. Excellent. And as it was foretold. I need room. Okay, these elements, these are moving a little bit down. Kind of want to make the star smaller for this, but it's okay. Spiral a little bit, they're balanced good. Okay, here is the trick here. I'm still on eraser. This is how we do this. Good. Now, it's subtle. Once this thing is in color in the future, when it's a thumbnail, it'll make a lot more sense. But that is the upper frame of the wooden structures surrounding Alzara's box. No, I'm not using it. Do you think I physically can operate? No, We are on mouth controls right now. I think this is it. This is it. We have the full picture. It is both me looking and it is Alzara showing. That's the through line. That's how this is running. This is how this is operating. This is what we do. Excellent. And like the curve is subtle, so it still alludes to the glasses. It'll definitely allude to the glasses when it's cyan, but like it's almost like I'm existing in the negative space. That's kind of the hope here. But yeah, this is the opus. This is the work. This is working. I'm working it. Have an occupation. Give me money. Okay, well, half of this stream has been me playing Blueprints, and half of the stream has been me sitting in the break room, not playing Blueprints. I'm shipping it. This is the end of the stream. This is also functionally the end of Blueprints until the update, and then we'll have like a little Dirigibles epilogue, but this is the like emotional core of Blueprints done. I'm ending the music. With that, I think we're good. Yeah. Actually, Acela, if you would like to help out, we do need people to watch the VODs and figure out what parts to highlight. If you would like to enlist yourself into Operation Architect, check the, the place where we put all the projects. And, what? Huh? Oh, okay. I understand. Yeah, I want to make the highlights. I want this thumbnail to be real in color and like used in a video, possibly several videos, because Blueprints is a long game with multiple different emotional through lines. And yeah, just like find moments. Report those moments to Lark. Lark is spearheading the project. But yes. Thank you. Yeah, you and Lark work together. We can also employ like other people. I know there's one person who is very explicitly a fan of my playthrough who we can get on board who is not a member of INT. So this will be a thing. I want this to be like the next big thing, project-wise. The last highlights we have that isn't one of the ones I edited for Quint Switches Sports is my debut, which was years ago. We need to create product trademark. But enough talking shop. I'm closing up shop. I hope you enjoyed Hit Video Game Blueprints. I very much did. Looking forward to the epilogue eventually. But for now, I'm Exception. This is INT TV. Have a good day and good night.